So Pavel Sanders here to talk to you more about what is network marketing and how it can benefit you. This is the second part series of a 4-part videos that I'm doing to describe more on what is network marketing and the benefits that it can bring to you as an individual. If you missed the first part, you can go ahead and catch that at the bottom of the screen at the end of this video, or you can go ahead and check me out on Facebook at Pavel A. Sanders, Artist Distributor. And if you find any of the videos that are helpful to you, you can go ahead and like my page. And also feel free to leave any comments or tips that you think I can add to make this more valuable to you. Alright, so let's get started. What I want to start with is the benefits of network marketing. And number one on my list to me is the low startup cost. It's a low startup cost, the risk is pretty low, and also the return can be extremely high. Alright, as different from a regular business. A regular business, you would have to probably come up with thousands of dollars, and the return has to be as expected, and the risk is really high. I see this as one of the number one benefits, because when I started out in this business, I didn't have thousands of dollars to get started into a regular business. And definitely I couldn't afford to take a high risk. So this is one of the top benefits to me, because it gives an opportunity for those who want to start a business or want to do something that can bring in an extra income without having to spend a whole lot of money to do it. So the risk becomes really low for you, because whatever you invested isn't really high, and then you can also see yourself having a big turnaround at the end of the day. So this is something that I look at as a great benefit, and really one of the top ones. So for those who look at network marketing in a way, I want you to take in consideration this, because this is something that we don't see as an opportunity, and this is why we call this an opportunity. And really, network marketing is the way of the future. So take a deeper look at that, because that's something you should really be taking a look at. Alright, so let's go to number two. Number two is that you need no experience required to start right now. You can start today in your network marketing business, and you don't have to have 1 ounce of marketing skills. You don't have to have no marketing skills needed, and also you don't have to have any skills at all as far as owning your own business, because this business is kind of laid out for you pretty simple, that that anybody can really do it. Alright, now I could be totally honest with you, because at the end of the day, depending on what you're looking for in this business itself, will determine how much money you would probably have to invest into your growth. Alright, because you'll have to probably invest more money depending on where you're looking to go. For example, if you're only looking for a minimum income, just something that will extra income, a minimum extra income, we'd say. If you're only looking for a minimum extra income, then you can go ahead and follow the regular plans that they have laid out, and then you really don't have to really pump much more into what you would call for you to expand in knowledge. But if you're looking to go to where you see a lot of people, a lot of stories that you hear about where people go to where they're making 6 figures and more, then you will have to invest time and effort and money into the business itself for yourself to grow, so you can establish value towards your customers and also your team members. Alright, and I'll talk more on that in another video, because I'll be giving you more details on my experiences and my studies that I've been doing a whole lot of research in this. So I'm going to give you a lot more on that, on how you can really grow in value if you're looking to expand, to go pro in network marketing, because network marketing is a career. Alright, so let's go to number 3. Number 3, you can use the internet, which is one of the biggest ones that I look at. Alright, in a regular business that you invest in, you depend on the local economy to sustain that business. But in network marketing, you have a global economy. So, no matter where you are and no matter what's happening there at the time, you still have a chance of that business surviving and really still bringing you substantial income. Alright, so you have to be open to this part of it, because when you open a regular food, let's say for example, even a food store that is just, it isn't a franchise, it's just one food store that you're opening in your location. Depending on what's going on in your economy at the time, depends on what your income will be. In a network marketing business where you can network your business online, you now expand into a global income. All right, so you're not just depending on a local economy to keep your business afloat. So this is one of the biggest things, that one of the top things that I look at as well. This is why I love the business, because no matter where I go, no matter what's happening there, I still can make a substantial amount of money from my business itself, and I can keep it growing. And that's the beauty of this. Okay? Alright, and number 4. So you are able to establish a passive residual income, which in a regular business you never establish. In a job you really never really establish it as well. Because if you go to work 9 to 5, you get paid according to the time that you put in. So you kind of trade in your time for money. When the day comes that you're not able to work anymore, or you're not able to put in any more time, then the money has to stop. Alright, so in building a network, and this is where the residual income becomes a goal to work towards, as far as it being a future for yourself. When you build a residual income, you don't have to trade time for money anymore. It's more whereas you build a network, and that network continues to make you money over and over and over again. Alright, so that means now the time that you put in will eventually bring you to a point whereas if you decide not to go to work for a week, if you decide not to work for 2 weeks, you still have money that comes back to you. Alright, and let's say for example, if you build a network and decide to quit. This in the network business, in network market businesses, that money continues to come to you even if you decide to stop the work itself, once that network is built and still flowing. Alright, so it's something for your lifetime. That's why I also look at it as a retirement plan. So these are the benefits that you can look at. And it's things that you really need to pay attention to, because this, according to where a lot of things, the way things are going around the world today, we have to be really open-minded to really come up with new ideas and new ways of making things come to pass, because the old ways is not really working right now. Alright, so we have to be focused, we have to look ahead and start to set new goals for ourselves. So we have to start thinking outside the box, and this is what I've been pointing on for a while, because this is something that we all have to try to do, because it's around the world right now, the economies are just falling. Some places are starting to pick themselves back up, but it's not picking up fast enough. Alright, and then definitely we don't want to go into a position where as we invest years and years and years into something, and then it can just drop on from underneath you at any time. In the network market and business, once you establish yourself, you can have any business under you. In fact, you can have more than one business at once. So you can have a couple of businesses running one time. So it's kind of, if this one fails, another one is always there. So you always have something to lean back on. You've already established a network that really trusts you and really willing to follow you. So at the same time, when you move from that business, and if that business comes from under you, you can always move into another business and carry that network along with you. So it's work that is put in and it continuously comes back to bring you benefits. Alright? So let's go on to number 5. Number 5 I have on my list is no stock, no inventory, and no staff required, which is something that I really look at as a beautiful thing. You can run a business now from the comfort of your own home. You don't have to worry about staff. You don't have to worry about inventory. You don't have to worry even about a stock. Okay? In this business, you're able to run your business without any of these things required. And that's the beauty of it. So it takes away a lot of the stress from the everyday conventional business. And it gives you more space to be able to have that time to do other things and